Hey, good evening, good evening. It is Sunday fun time. Anyways, what's happening, everybody? See if anybody's around on a Sunday night. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, there's a few people. What's going on, everybody? How's it going tonight? How it be flowing? How you doing, Jeff? At your service, Hale. Hope everybody's doing well. Not a lot, Philip. I'm sitting at my 90, waiting for delivery tomorrow morning. Oh, Ocala. Nice. Miss Wade, how are you? 5 stops tomorrow. What the heck you hauling, Josh? What the heck you got on a flatbed? You got 5 stops. Holy crap, you got big AC units or something? Jeff, it was all right. How you doing, Dennis? Watching New England Patriots game. Hey, Crispy, how are you this evening? Curtis? Yeah, go Cubs go. Unfortunately not the last 3 days. Been getting that butt spanked by the Brewers. Yeah, that's what I figured it had to be something like that. Figured it had to be something like that. Yeah, heavy metal, I'm smoking. From Virginia. I'm not far from Virginia myself tonight. Curtis, I may have. I haven't looked at them today. I literally just stopped maybe 10 minutes ago. I just pulled in here and got situated and got stopped. I still have it. I'm just going to have to break myself back to it again. Pick up and fill a trailer and fill and go to Pittsburgh. That's a little bit of a haul. It's a little bit of a haul. I didn't have a very rough day today. I drove late last night. I got loaded at like 8 o'clock last night, Central. I drove 350 miles of it. So I'd only have about 350 left today. Now when I got here, guys, it was dark as heck. And all of a sudden they turned all the lights on back here in the back parking lot. Thank goodness, I couldn't see nothing. Hey, there's nothing wrong with my shirt. Nothing wrong with it at all. Rashad, it just depends on the week, buddy. Been to Lincoln today. Yeah, Lincoln's not a bad trip. Oh, Lordy, Christy. Christy, are you from that side of New York? Will the real Chad Rich please stand up? I didn't know that. Christy, that makes me feel a little better about you. Ain't nothing wrong with being from the west upstate of New York. Nothing wrong with it at all. So tonight I'm just going to chill. Like I said, I'm at my 90. My appointment's at 8 a.m. So I'll get up probably around 6 and go in and check in and see if I can't get this unloaded. It's a whole lot of different products. That's the only problem with this. It's never a good thing when you have a page that looks like that. It tells you 2 things. Number 1, the lumper is going to be very expensive, and number 2, it's going to take them a very long time. 2,617 cases. 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. 34 different products. So I'm definitely going to be here a while in the morning. There's no doubt about that. I will definitely be here a little bit. But at least I'm here. CDL permit Friday. All right, Victor. Good job, man. Yeah, the bills look pretty bad. Anytime you have a lot of products like that, it's usually going to be make for a long day. And I don't like it. Sorry, guys. There's a lot going on out here around me. I'm at Reinhardt Food Service in Johnson City, Tennessee. And there's a lot of traffic in the parking lot tonight. Luckily, I'm down on the end, out of the way. Down on the end, out of the way. So I'm hoping to get a student soon. Yeah, I'm going to roll the window up now. Close it up. Calm it down a little bit in here. Now the APU will kick on, though. So Princess Husband doesn't come home till October. Yeah, Josh, that's what I thought. Flatbed's usually like one stop. This is a one-stop shop, but it's a lot of different products. But it is only one stop for the whole load, so that helps. And then I'm hoping to get a load tomorrow out of the M&M's plant, about 160 miles south of here, going up to Pittston, so I can get that up there and get it dropped for payroll. That's what I'm hoping anyhow. Jump on a tractor and cut hay all day? Yeah, it doesn't sound like much fun. It doesn't sound like much fun at all. All right, Chad, get some rest. Chad will be driving when the rest of us are sleeping. Ever dropped in Clanton, Alabama? Not that I can recall. McCoy, I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying. I gotta go back up a minute. Daddy needs a paycheck. There you go, Josh. There you go. No, Dennis, it doesn't say. Don't tell me in the morning. It doesn't matter. Prime pays all the lumpers. I don't pay them. So I don't stress out on lumper fees. That comes out of Prime's pocket, not mine. So I don't get too stressed out about it. The load itself paid good for what it was. I mean, 700 miles, $2,000. I mean, I'll take it. And I already had enough fuel in the tanks. I only had to buy 10 gallons of fuel today. They do not pay you for the deadhead, Rashad. It's straight percentage. 72% of the load is what you get paid. So whatever the load pays, you get 72% of it. All right, Crispy, have a good night, man. Be safe driving through there tomorrow. And it's very smart of you to get up early and get the heck out of Philly. Yeah, Dennis, yeah, Prime pays for all the lumpers. So I'm not out of pocket anything on lumpers. That's a good thing, because they can get pretty high. They can get real high. Some of these lumpers think they're made of gold. Yeah, you can ask. Everybody does. Everybody does. Sorry, guys. Josh sent me a couple pictures. Woo! That didn't look like fun at all. There you go, Christy. Chrissy's my kind of gal. All right. Yeah, Josh, I got him. That looks like a pretty pain in the butt load. Yeah, Lucas, everybody's out of there, man. Everybody's the heck out of Springfield now. Probably took some of them until Thursday to get out. I think that helo chopper, that fly helos, and her husband, I don't think they got out of there until Thursday. You're making 50 cents a mile regional. You know, hey, Mobile, it's hard to say, man. I mean, it really is. I'm just going to be honest with you. Because it changes week to week. Everything is different. Everything is different. But how heavy was you hauling all that? This load was like 77,000 pounds, I think. Stuck in the brake chamber on trailer. Woo! Correct. What's going on, Dan? I think your name was Dan, if I remember correctly. Mobile's with Tyson. That's right. That's where I picked this up. 77,420. There you go. Jeff, I have no idea. I am totally uneducated in the dedicated route part. So I have no idea. I don't even want to try to guess, man. Gotta take 72%. No, Rashad, when I say what I get, that's my 72%. So obviously the load paid more than that. That's after they already took theirs. I mean, I know they have some, Jeff. I don't know how it works. Just Monterey Mountain. Just Monterey Mountain, Dennis. That was my only grade. What's going on, Victor? All for free. That sounds like a heck of a vacation. I don't go home very often. All right. David H. What's going on, David H? How's it swinging, brother? I figured David would be in bed. I think he's got to drive all night tonight, go deliver. I didn't ask him how far his load was, though. I know he said he has to deliver it in the morning. But Rashad, all the rates are different on every single load. So this is actually a really high paying one. Use a vacation for free. That's always fun, Kelly. Dennis, there was some small grades, nothing major. Nothing major. Just some small ones. All right, Josh, have a good night, man. What's going on, Backwoods? Hey, Josh, you put a video out yet? See if Josh. Nope. Still no videos from Josh. So David's got to go 376 miles. What's going on, Ag Hauler? So David's got 6 hours to drive tonight, roughly. Six and a half. Well, David, it's about time for you to go to work then, ain't it? You might have a few more hours. You might want to lay down and take a little nap. I said you didn't put no videos out yet. Yeah, what's going on, race fan? Hey, how's it going up there in Salt Lake, man? I'll have to look, Lone Star, I'll have to check the mail tonight. Curtis sent me an email too. I haven't checked it today. I'll be honest with you, I usually check my mail about the time I crawl into bed, kick out any responses, and then go to sleep. That's what I usually do. I'm supposed to be parked on the other side of the parking lot. I'm hoping they don't make me move because I do not sleep well with my feet above my head. And the way the other side of the parking lot's tilted, that's exactly what would happen. All right, thanks, Dennis. Have a good night, man. What's going on, 40 Cal? I mean, David, I could do that. I know, yes, I know. I just, you get sleep in a certain way. Working on a simulator all day, oh, that sounds like fun. But there ain't no sense in it if I can just park over here. Oh, that's right. 40 Cal's going for the structural class this week. I forgot about that. How quickly can you get seated? Depends on how much experience you got, man. If you've got more than 6 months solo experience, you'll be in a truck by Thursday or Friday. Orientation starts on Monday. Oh, you're going to 15th? What's going on, Adrian? See, I almost did it again. I always want to do that. I always want to go, Adrian! Anyways. David's not sick. David's a sick individual. I was around him for a while, I know. I seen y'all at the terminal. I hear you, 40 Cal. Thanks, Lone Star. I just tried to get it out there. Shut up or I'll tell. Nice. What's going on, Kurtz? What's happening, everybody? Yeah, it was a good weekend. Yeah. Man, them pizzas, we've been picking up a lot of them pizza loads from dryers here recently. A lot of them. That Nestle pizza, we've been hauling a lot of that stuff here. I know someone with 5 critical events and 2 accidents. How's he still prime? Because it's 3. The third, okay, if they're minor accidents, on the 3rd one, they get released. All right, if it's a major accident, they're going to get canned immediately. But if it's minor stuff and they report it and all that, then it works out. Correct, Wade. It is. It's sad when you sleep better in a truck, but a lot of people do. A lot of people do. Joey, everybody I've talked to has only took urine tests. That's it. Race fans up in Salt Lake right now. I'm sure he took a urine. Correct. There you go, Phil. I'm just small fish in the bowl, man. I'm just in the pond swimming around. I'm just going to keep swimming like Dory. That's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm just going to keep swimming. Just gobbling up everything I can. That's it. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Just get yours. So, Rich said, yep, peed in a cup. There you go. So he went to orientation last week and it was a urine test. Joey, so as of last week, it was urine test. I bet you do, Lucas. Nice. Yeah, Like I pick those pizzas up all the time up in Wisconsin. They come out right there outside of Appleton, and then time out under the bunk. Is that what Melissa does with you, David? When you're in timeout, she puts you under the bunk. And Joey, they might have, but I mean, we do that as a joke. We do that as a joke. I used to tell everybody that they did hair follicle and they didn't. So they're doing urine. She goes under the bunk. Nice. Oh, Adrian came from Wisconsin. Yeah, so you picked up there by Appleton. Well, you stay at a little truck stop down the street. Hey, there's one thing about dryers, guys. When you go to pick that pizza up from Nestle, you better be clean and you better be pre-cooled when you get there. Because if you're not 0 degrees, they're going to turn you around and tell you to go away and come back when you are. Chris, one more week before you get here or one more week before your TNT's up? I don't remember where you're at. I don't know if you're coming to Prime or what. They always mess up my hair. Nice. Nice. Laurel, Maryland. Yeah, that's probably where he's at, is in Laurel, Maryland. Yeah, Adrian, they always check your reefer and you have to be a temp or else they'll turn around and send you back to the truck stop. Better be cooled off. They'll come to Springfield, all right. Are you on my list? I don't think I had you on my list. I'll get an updated list from Dustin tomorrow. Oh, 9 miles from the 90 in Laurel. What's going on, Samson? That's a good week, 40 cal. I wish I could haul meat everywhere. It'd be a good week. I had chicken. This is all frozen, so it's not fresh meat load. One before this was fresh. One before this was. That's good. Over 5. Yeah, that's a good week. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. No, Al, I've already got that chicken. I done delivered it, and I picked up another one in Russellville. It's frozen, and I'm sitting up here in Tennessee. David, your week ain't over yet, though. You'll probably get another overnighter and end up with about 4,300 revenue for the week. That's a good week. What's going on, Nunya? Adrian's gonna be 5K. I told my boyfriend I put my application in at Prime. Did he cry, Christy? Is he gonna miss you? Yeah, David, you probably get another one. I've got to get another one in for the week. So, I got to. David, you got more than I got for the week. I'll just tell you that. Me and David both need more money, more money. More money, more money. That's what we need. Out of Purdue? Yeah. I hate hauling the garbage combo bins. All the carcasses and stuff. David says, show me the money. Show me the money. We'll have David up on the table dancing next time we're in Springfield. Yelling, show me the money. That'd be a good time. Shit, hey, 40 cal, not the last few weeks, man. I was in Utah testing a student forever. Then I went to the picnic. I had a good week in between. But then I went to the picnic. And last week, that cost me a week. And then this week, I've had a slow start to the week. So hopefully I get a big load tomorrow that delivers overnight. Dude, I edited the video. I don't remember taking the Uber. That's pretty funny, David. That's pretty funny. You don't remember taking the Uber. Joey, yeah, you can shoot me an email. Like I said, I only check them once a day before bed, and then I respond to them until I pass out. But it's crazybags357@gmail.com. I've got 4 or 5 in queue waiting for responses I'll have to get to tonight. That was a fun night. Now I wish we could have got David roller skating. That's the night we went roller skating. David didn't go roller skating. All he did was make videos of everybody else roller skating. But I wish he would have went roller skating himself, because that would have been a good video. Oh, I could have put that on YouTube. I break when I fall. I fell on my butt once. It didn't feel very good. That's for sure. John's over at Prime 1. I saw that earlier. He was in somebody's room or something. I get killed and use my truck as an Uber. Right? That's pretty funny. 10 grand off David roller skating. Well, it takes a lot of views to get 10 grand. I'll tell you right now. 10 grand's about 1.5 million views. It's about what it takes for 10 grand. 1.5 million views on YouTube. That's a lot. Oh, America's funniest videos, yeah. Hey, what's going on, Jason? So Jason's coming to Prime a week from Sunday. A week from today. He'll be here. Oof. How you doing, Greg? Good deal, Jason. Be ready. Oh, this on the table. Wow. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's all great show in the Pilot parking lot. The only funny thing I ever saw in the Pilot parking lot was these two 80-year-old men fighting. I ain't never seen nothing like it. They were like 80 years old, knew each other, out in the parking lot fighting with each other. That girl working behind the counter, she walked out there, she's like, "You two stop that and get your inside." She knew exactly who they were. Oh, the police can't, yeah. Hey, Pilot ain't messing with that reserve parking, man. They'll call the law on you. If you are parking reserve parking at Pilot and you didn't pay, they will call the law. And you will be towed. Or you will move or be towed. I've seen it many times. Oh, yeah, you'll probably be picking, yeah, big old rocks, man, hauling it around. Hey, Pug, that's something you need to look at in your own, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the same thing I've told everybody else. If you need health insurance, go company. All right? That's been kind of my new thing here of recent. If you need health insurance, just go company. And Prime probably doesn't like me saying that, but it's just how I feel, kind of. You know, but it's the reality of it. Because even if you go out and find health insurance on your own, you're not going to find the insurance is not going to be as good as what Prime is going to give you or offer you. And Prime's kicks in after 90 days. Been out here 10 months, haven't seen a lot lizard. Styles, has it been that long already? I remember when Styles was still sitting at home thinking about going back to work. Man, that just seems like yesterday. Yes, Prime's health insurance is good, but it is expensive. But it's decent insurance. That's for sure. The real Wayne J. Yes, Lone Star, that is 100% correct. If you're going to be a husband and wife team here at Prime, one of you lease the truck, the other one become a company driver on the truck. You still get the health insurance, and you still get the team lease money. See, David's paying $1,000 a month. Total chaos is $159 a week plus spouse. What are my thoughts on the new ELD? It is what it is. You're going to have to really trip plan. You're going to have to make sure that when you park that truck, it's where it can be parked until your break's over. There's a lot of different things the ELDs are changing. That's for sure. David, is that family or single? Hey, New York. Hey, that's what I hear, Styles. I hear now if you want a lot lizard, you got to go to Tinder to get you a lot lizard. I'm out here at Reinhardt Foods. There ain't no lot lizards here. I'll show you the parking lot. Ain't no lot lizards around here. Just a bunch of good old boys in their trucks. That's it. Will, I've got it, but I mean, I have cigarettes on hand. I'm smoking them. I told the health insurance. Correct. Yeah, Greg's right. Yeah, Greg's speaking the truth there. Once you've been at Prime for 1 year, like, the health insurance drops a lot. Are there any lot lizards at Prime? Not that I know of, Lucas. Not that I know of. There's some out there in front of on the street in front of campus, though. I've seen them walking up and down the street in front of campus and over there by the Comfort Inn. What's going on, Kazmu? We'll go with that. Asked me for money, very disappointed. There's a lot of them out front of the campus inn too. Greg. Greg, you ain't right. Greg ain't right, guys. Greg ain't right. Bliss is not a lot lizard. She's a lot groupie. She's a truck groupie. That makes her a lot groupie, not a lot lizard. There's a difference. There's a difference in the two. There is. What's going on, Frosty? The snowman has arrived. The snowman has arrived. I am training. I currently do not have a PSD student, but I am training. I just don't have a student right now. But I will be getting one. I will be getting one here hopefully soon. I was hoping to get one this week, but I guess it's got to be next week. Well, Jason, you say the 16th, but that 16th actually becomes the 20th. I am going to do a TNT student, David, in the near future. I am. No, Will, I'm still exercising, and now I'm doing the intermittent fasting to go with it. So between the two of them, we'll see what this week holds. But no, definitely still working on things. David, you won the bet. What bet? No, Christy, they have not. The last I heard on the Volvos is it'll be next year before they decide. Yeah, he wouldn't get a tattoo. Is there a waiting list to get into Prime? Yes. I think orientation's backed up 2 to 3 weeks right now. So if you applied tomorrow, got approved on Wednesday or Thursday, it would probably be 2 weeks before you would actually come to Prime. $22 at McDonald's, Will? What in the hell did you eat, man? What in the world would you buy at McDonald's for $22? Unless you're like in New York or Massachusetts where everything's overpriced. Styles, trust me, you're not the only one. That list is long. You're probably in the middle. You're in Albany? Yeah, you are in New York then. Yep. Going to get a few more Volvos to test. Oh, that would be all right. I just know they're not going to make a decision on it until next year. Sorry, guys, I got to plug this second phone in. I got to plug the second phone in. He was trying to dine on me. That's a lot of fries. That is a lot of fries. It's a lot of fries. My cigarette bottle. I hate flicking cigarettes out the window, guys. I don't do it. So I put them in a bottle and then I just throw it away. The bottle gets full. I didn't even get to eat all my dinner. Speaking of McDonald's, I ran out of time on my fasting and I got a Big Mac left I need to stick in the fridge. I stopped eating at 6 o'clock Central and I bought this stuff at like 5:55. And I devoured a quarter pounder like instantly, and then just figured out there was a Big Mac in the fridge for tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh. I'm coming back up there momentarily. I just want to get that in the fridge. I still got my cookies. So I didn't get too crazy on the cookies today. I ate 1 or 2 of them, but I didn't get too crazy. Someone else had McDonald's. Yeah, it's McDonald's day, man. 2 artesian. Holy moly, man. So if you want to start a fleet but need insurance, then what, bag? Well, Lucas, then you're just going to have to go on the market somewhere and get it. You're just going to have to find it. You got that right, David. David's got the filthy truckers list. Don't get on it. Don't get on it. You're very good. Like I said, you ain't the only one, man. There's a lot of people that owe Prime money from the schooling. A lot. I want to get that. There we go. That'll work. A little bit more light. Being a company driver, you have benefits, and you don't have the worries of a truck payment. You do have there's just certain things I don't like about it that I prefer to be leased because of it. You know, number one is I don't have to worry about where my loads are going to take me. If I don't want to go there, I just say no and they find me something else. And then also, if I want to go home for 5 days or 6 days, I can do that. I don't have to fight and argue with somebody over it. Have I heard from Brown? Now since I saw him in Salt Lake. Now since I saw him in Salt Lake, and that's been what, 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago? Hey, there's a lot of people, Styles, that do that. There's a lot of people that owe Prime money and then they come back to Prime and just pay it off at $50 a week. That's it. We'll be trucking. My year just passed. I'm good. Yep. That's what a lot of people do, man. A lot of people come to Prime, get their CDL, work their 1 year, and then go find something regional or local by their house. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, especially people who have a high school education or less. You know, for those individuals, it can be difficult to find a decent paying job, right? So if you dropped out of high school in the 10th grade, how easy is it really for you to find a $40,000 or $50,000 a year job? It's not that easy. And that's where trucking, you know, comes into play, especially a place like Prime where they do your training. So you can come to Prime with $150 now, I think, $155, and get your training, get paid $700 a week during TNT, $800 at the end, and then get your own truck. And so even if you make $1,000 a week, that's a $52,000 a year job, and then do their 1 year and then go home and find a regional job at $850 a week, and they're making $45,000 a week with no education. And those people are smart who do it that way. Very, very smart. Holy crap. This is going to be super tight. I don't think this guy's going to make it. Boy, I hope he didn't hit that truck. No, he didn't. Woo! That scared me. I'll be honest with y'all. I straight up was nervous right then. I was actually scared. Holy crap. Oh, I have APU, Will. I have APU. Greg has 3 more months. Huh. How am I being a baby, Dave? No, it scared me. I thought he was going to hit that truck. Correct. Yeah, I mean, some people have a hard time. Yeah. So, I mean, if they've been doing really well and averaging take home of $1,200-$1,300 a week, and then they get offered a job at home for $800 a week, some people, they can't take that cut. They can't take it, so they have to stay out and do the OTR. That's just reality. That's where trucking gets you. Trucking will get you guys into the money, right? You get used to a certain amount of money every week, and if you go to take a job at home, that money usually, not always, but usually is going to be cut down some. And some people have changed their lifestyle and can't afford to take that pay cut. So they end up staying on the road 20, 30, 40 years, however long it is. Look at me, I'm still out here. I'm still out here. It's a trap. Run. Run, run. I'm permanently banned. Yeah, I remember that, Styles. I remember that story. I still recall it. I just got it. Al, they have some dedicated, but I don't know nothing about them. Correct. Yeah, Greg is correct. Everyone at Prime gets an APU. There you go, Nunya. Will, I would agree. Putting down selling my house, putting everything in storage. I agree, Swade. APUs are the way to go. APUs definitely help provide a better lifestyle on the road when you're out here. I had that opti-idle crap for years, and it drove me crazy. Wake up in the middle of the desert in Arizona and it's freaking 90 in your truck because it's on a timer and it can only run so often for so long and all that other garbage. Ugh. Now I have the new APU on this one, and it's a lot better than the older APUs. Correct, Larry. Yes, APUs have made a huge difference on the wear and tear of the trucks. How many chains do you need to buy? You can look that up. I can tell you what I have. I have, hold on. I think I can. I think I can tell you what I have. I have 2 for the driveline. I have 2 for the trailer. And I have a drag. I have a drag chain in the back for the trailer behind the trailer. I believe that's what I have. I believe that's what I have. I think, if I remember correctly, like Utah, Wyoming, they require a certain amount of chains, and they require that drag chain behind it. Kaz, it just depends, man. That just depends. I go all over the country. I've been to Washington, been to Utah, been to California, and I live in the East. So where you live doesn't necessarily dictate where you're going to run when you're an over-the-road trucker. You know, that's just the reality of it. Phew. Greg, better you than me, because I ain't looking forward to that crap. No, thank you. No, thank you. Good luck with that ticket. All right, man. I'm glad you got your permit taken care of. Guys, that was such a disaster last week. I guess it was the week before last. That was such a dang disaster, guys. You know, we had all of our students here. We had a bunch in orientation. And all of a sudden, the state of Missouri calls Prime and goes, hey, all these people need to go back and get permits from their home state. They need to go back and get driver's license and CDL permits from their home state. Holy crud. So it's been a long scramble to get this done. And hopefully everybody has now got what they're supposed to have in order to be here at Prime. And it sucks that it happened to so many people, but I'm glad it's over with. And my personal opinion going forward is, I think it's going to be better this way, because I've had students who have had a hard time getting their license switched back and forth state to state. What's going on, dads? So I've had extremely hard, I've had students have extremely hard time getting that license switched back and forth for whatever reason. So the way it's going to be now, I think it'll work out. Share some tips for independent drivers. Well, I mean, know where the. I tell you the same thing. I tell the Prime people. Know the area you're going to, so you can figure out the rate you're getting for that load is worth it, right? So, if I pick a load up in Texas, it's worth a lot more to me. It needs to pay more to me to go to Florida than to go to Chicago. Why? Because when I leave Chicago, I'm going to pick up a good load of meat, from the Midwest. If I go to Florida, I'm going to pick up a cheap load of juice. So I think one of the biggest keys, guys, to being successful is understanding the freight rates and where you should be getting paid to go to and where you should be getting paid to leave from. I think those are really big keys to being successful. Don't haul cheap freight out of the Midwest. Don't haul no $1.30 mile freight out of Chicago or Indianapolis, Milwaukee. If someone's offering you $1.30, they can keep it, because believe me, there's plenty of good freight in that area. Plenty of good freight. Yes, Larry, that is something they just started. You will get your permit. Okay, so Prime will, I made a video on this, says breaking news. Prime is going to set you up and Prime will pay for a physical and drug screen. Once you get that done, you have to go and get your permit from your home state before you go to orientation. You cannot come to orientation until you have your permit. Now, when you get to Prime, you'll go through orientation. No longer have to worry about getting a permit because you already have it. You'll go out with your trainer. You'll come back. You'll test at Prime. And then your trainer will take you back to your home state, right? Whatever your TNT trainer is, will take you to your home state and you'll get it upgraded. All right? Keep in mind, guys, you're going to be doing this. You're going to be upgrading your permits during TNT. More than likely, you're not going home for a visit. Your trainer will take you there, give you the day to get it done, and probably expect you back that evening to get on the road. So just keep that in mind. You ain't lying, Styles. You got that right, 40 cal. Good stuff, man. What's going on, Sam? Oh, David, did you really? Where were you going? Yeah, well, it just changed like a week ago, man. 10 days ago, something like that. Yeah, that's right. No cussing Sunday. Yeah, it like just changed recently. Oh, David, yeah, don't do that, man. I mean, how many miles was it? Is it a lot of miles, therefore the load paid good? Because all that comes into play too. You know, if you're getting $170 at 2,000 miles, that's different. Because there's enough distance on it where you can make a lot of money. Louisiana. Kaz, no, they set it up. I can tell you, it's going to be Concentra. It'll be wherever Concentra is, wherever they have their thing. It's CONCENTRA, whatever. It's basically those clinics, those walk-in clinics. That's who Prime uses. That's who their contract's with. I see so many. Yeah, Swade, it can get pretty bad. It can get pretty bad out here. Yes, yeah, Will. Everybody now is pretty much making you get your permit before you come. Everybody's pretty much making you get your permit now before you come to Prime. Or anywhere, right? I mean, that's just reality of it now. And the reason being is DOT says, all right, Department of Transportation, the federal government says, you have to always have a license in the state you reside in. All right? When students come to Prime, all because they're staying at the campus inn does not mean they reside there. That is not their home. They still reside at their house. That is still their residence. And so the state of Missouri has finally said, hey, that's it, we're done with this. They live at their house. They're simply just staying at that company hotel to go through training. That is not their residence. They do not reside there. They cannot get a Missouri driver's license. And who will? Yeah, the drug test thing, yeah, that was something else too, yeah. Yeah, Dr. Prime's cool. Best styles, best state to find a lot lizard. What data am I using? I have T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile. Watch too many movies, right? Thanks, Kaz. Appreciate it. I don't know, man. I haven't seen any out here in a long, long time. Right? Hey, do you know why that happens, Greg? Because there's so many states that don't have an option for that in their computer. And I'm sure that's going to have to change. But there's actually a few states that do that. That there's no, you won't get a restriction. You won't get automatic restriction. the truck key on so I can smoke real quick. My feet are getting cold. That AC vent's pointing right at me, right up here. Yeah, and they did have a lot of people who studied too hard for their drug test. You know what surprised me? Even when they cut the classes down to 60, we still got people failing their drug test. 3 years, one lot lizard. That sounds about right. I mean, they're not out here. They're not out here, man. The days of lot lizards are gone. Somebody told me Tinder took over. They're all on Tinder now. David, wherever you are going to reside. They in a strip club. Oh, that's true too, Larry. That's where some of them are. You ain't lying. So wherever you reside is where you got to have your license from. So Texas, David, do you have family in Texas that you can reside? Say, hey, I reside there. You know, you rent a room from them. My recommendation to everybody who lives in the truck, if you have family members that live in a non-state income tax state, for example, Tennessee, Florida, Texas, there's others too, but those are the three that I like. Those are the people you want to reside with because you won't have no income tax, state income tax, all right? You just have your federal. So that's where you want to reside. You want to reside in a state. There you go, David. There you go. That's it. You reside in Texas then. So Bud's coming to orientation on the 16th in Springfield. Bud Murphy. Bud's not on my list though, unless his initials are JJ, but it says Bud Murphy, so I don't think they are. I'd imagine he has an M in his name. Why? You miss it? El Paso. No, a P.O. box cannot be a home address. A P.O. box cannot be a home address. It has to be a physical street address. Has to be a physical street address. Yeah, Styles. Well, David said earlier his wife, you know. Right, I didn't think about that. Jenny! 6 months, Jenny. 6 months. 6 months solo. Left New Jersey yesterday. Caller site is crazy. 6 months solo experience, and you will not have to go through any training here at Prime. But it has to be recent, like in the last, I think within the last year. There you go, Al. You're 4 weeks with Decker? All right. Keep at it. You're a month in, 5 months to go. Well, Harold, you know, you wouldn't be the first one. You wouldn't be the first one. I'll tell you something I tell everybody else. As long as you can do the job, I don't care how old you are. I'll train anybody. You know, I trained Greg. He was 66 years old. Don't bother me one bit. As long as you can do the job. So I had someone else. I had a couple friends of mine. They're a married team here at Prime. Send me an email about the freaking new Freightliner. So they got a new Freightliner, and they hate the bed. They cannot sleep in it, teaming. And I was like, I remember that feeling. That's why I got rid of it. That's why I got this Peterbilt originally. Because that bed in that new Freightliner, I guess it's not really the suspension system. There we go. The suspension system in the new Freightliner sucks. It is absolutely terrible. It will knock you out of the bed. Knock you out of the bed. It's absolutely awful. It sucks. What's on? Banged on my door. Part of the country either. Yeah. Yeah, Swade. Lawson's back. Retirement sucks. Yeah, retirement can drive people crazy. What's going on, Jeeper Creepers? No, Will, you can't sleep in that thing, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now, it does not have leaf springs. It has one solid spring arm, right? It has no give. So the suspension system in the old Freightliners had leaf springs. And so when you hit the bumps, you had a little bit of give there, right? In the springs. The arm, no freaking give. You hit a bump, boom, it bounces you up off the bed, man. It will tear you up. Can you make a video how to use the Atlas or a trip planning video? Woo! Yeah, Larry, Junior's been on there for a few weeks now. Yeah, Junior's the new face of the recruiting department as far as drivers go. That's for sure. Make a video on how to use the Atlas. Well, it's got an index. Look up where you're at, where you're going, and then check your routes. Check your route. Hey, Will, what are you in over there? Will's at Melton. What kind of truck you in over there? Probably using those crappy beds. No, you don't need a diploma at Prime. You do not. You know, they recommend to everybody to always try to get your high school diploma or GED, but it's not a requirement to get into the student program here at Prime. Look, here's the reality of it, right? If we all had a full education in college and stuff, we wouldn't be driving trucks. Well, some of us would be, but not everybody. Right? One of the things that draws people to trucking is it doesn't require education or all them damn student loans to go along with it, other than the loan for truck driving school. So no, they do not require a diploma. They do not. You have a nice bed in your truck? I'm telling you, the new Freightliner sucks. Yes, you have to be able to read, write, and speak English. You have to be able to read, write, and speak English. Those are requirements. Those are federal requirements, all right? Those are DOT requirements. Because you have to be able to read signs, read your bill of ladings, know what you're signing for. You have to be able to do all that. And so wait, that's pretty funny. Yeah, David, I'm flicking ashes out live. 589 Ultra Squad, you got that right. Correct, Frosty. Correct. Honestly, I don't know if I can go back to a Freightliner. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Now that I've had this thing, so my truck has 39,375 miles on it. Yes, Dan, all the trucks are going to automatic at Prime. There's a few out there. Junior has one that's a manual. All right, race fan, have fun tomorrow on that pad. Have fun. I've been airborne in the bed. All right, Styles, be safe, man. I hate driving this time of night. To upgrade to the Volvo, if you can get one. If you can get one, that's the thing. Volvos drive real smooth. That's for sure. Nope, no more learning shifting. That's been a big draw for people to come to Prime too. We have some people who want to learn to shift, but we have a lot of people who did. Like my brother. When my brother decided to come to trucking, and I talked to him, he had broke his ankle a couple years ago and has screws and plates in it. And he told me, he said, the only thing I'm worried about is all that gear shifting. And I said, bro, if they're automatic now. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, you push on the brake, you put it in the drive, and you go down the highway. 2 weeks later, he was at orientation. I mean, it's a big difference. Volvo's, Will, that's bad. 2 critical events in a night. They do have, hey, they do have some Volvos in flatbed. Josh Keaty's got a video on it. What's this? Come on. Come on. I wonder what that's all about. Yeah, we just take care of that. Bam. All right. If I can on the lease next month, do you know if you'll be able to get? If I would be able to get much? No, they don't have any available like that. Like the only way you're getting a manual transmission nowadays is when you order a truck the way you want it with a manual. That's how you're getting a manual transmission now, and you're paying for it. I think it's $1,800. I believe it's $1,800. And, hey, my Freightliner or my Peterbilt's very roomy compared to my Freightliner. Oh, this come in the chat. Lot Lizard chat, Lot Lizard chat. Woohoo! Yeah, there you go. You touch me and I'll touch you. What the heck is going on tonight? I was planning to go to Prime for 50,000 miles. Yes! 50,000 is crazy, DPG. It is. It's a long TNT. That's why I'm trying to be very strategic about the TNT student I decide to take. All right, 40 Cal, have a safe night out there, brother. I'm trying to be very, very, very strategic. You know? Hey, Greg, that's what we should call the live show. That should be it. That should be my live show name for the chat. Lot Lizard chat. That should be the live show. That's good stuff. I love my Freightliner until I hit bumps. Correct. Correct. The Freightliner does not handle bumps. Lot Lizard chat LLC. There you go. Hey Adam, it's you can just put my driver code. It's SOPCJ, SOPCJ, or if you call Dustin Hensley, if your recruiter is Dustin Hensley, you can just tell him Crazy Bags, and Nikki Yost probably knows who I am now as well. But it's SOPCJ is what it is. That's all you need to put down. And then that would automatically, they will let me know they're coming in. I can interview lot lizards. Man, that would be funny. We should start doing that. I'm telling you, maybe that's what we should start doing. Like when these people come up to the door wanting money, I should be like, all right, so I'm going to give you 20 bucks. After we have a 10-minute conversation about why you are in the situation you are in and what you can do to fix it live on camera. Maybe that would be a great, I mean, I bet you it would get views. I bet you it would get views. You know? Just have a chat with them. Hey, how did you get here? Yeah, 40 bucks. There you go. Even 40 bucks cheaper. You know, as long as the videos are getting the views. So, dads, not if they're in a public atmosphere, I don't. No, sir. Not if you're out in the open. If someone walks across this parking lot right now, I can film them. If you're out in public and they know it's being filmed, no. Lot Lizard recruitment program. Well, because KW refused to turn the trucks down to the specs that Prime wanted. That's all it was. Prime used to have KWs. RST has a bunch of black KWs here at Prime now. That's where all them KWs were, guys. They were RSTs. So RST has a bunch of black KWs here. But KW refused to turn it down to prime specs. It was too much. They didn't want to do that. So therefore, we don't have them. And guys, I'm sorry I'm missing a lot of chat, but I'm trying to stay kind of current with what's going on in chat. So if I miss something that's important to you, you may have to re-put it down there. So if I was to apply at Prime and I live in Florida, would I go to Pittsburgh? Larry, right now you wouldn't go nowhere because they're not hiring out of the state of Florida. So, you know, what's Prime spec? You know, Larry, I don't know. Oh, hey Mike, that's funny. I'm gonna leave it up for just a second, and then I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. So, but that is funny. I do like that. That's pretty funny. Larry, it has to do with torque and all that other stuff. So, KW's a Trans Am. Dads, but it has to do with like torque and stuff too. It has to do with some other things. Dude, poor dog needs a helmet. Yeah, he needs a. Hey, does the dog need the alert system, the colored alert system? Like who is that? It was It's not Jeff. It's not Larry. It's Bill Engvall in the helmet. If y'all ever heard that line, Bill Engvall says it. He said, if I was in charge of the Department of Homeland Security, we'd have 2 alerts. 1, find the helmet. The second one, put the damn helmet on. That would be it. None of that more of that red, blue, green, yellow crap. All right. No, Will. They contract here. They're a contract freight hauler for Prime. So that's why you see Wilson and Jim Palmer hauling Prime freight. They're one of our contract carriers. So they cover a lot of our western freight, like our Montana, Dakotas, all that up there. They cover a lot of that. Now they come east and stuff too, but the majority of what they cover is the west. Johnny owns the KW in Olathe. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me one bit. So just like the guy who owns Averitt Express owns the Volvo dealership in Nashville, or owns a large percentage of the Volvo dealership in Nashville. So you know, a lot of these companies, I wouldn't be surprised to find out that Rob has his hands in Freightliner and Peterbilt in Springfield. That wouldn't surprise me. Do I know that? No. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me to find something like that out. He's telling me how busy he is. How long for you can order your own truck? I believe it's 90 days, Jeeper Creepers. 90 days of being solo. It might be 6 months. Might be 180 days now. I don't know. They've changed it recently. So you'd have to find out from the leasing department on that, because I don't have the correct answer. All I have is the hearsay. The he say, she say, hearsay. That's all I got for you on that. I don't have correct answers. David, yeah. Well, David, it just depends on where you're at, buddy. David, I don't know who you got as a David. Who you get as a fleet manager? Are they in Springfield? Live for tomorrow. Woo! Man, you're getting it then. Oh, David, yeah. David, maybe you just need to tell him, hey, you need a fleet manager in Springfield, someone that, and the reason being, here's how you need to approach it. Hey, I need a new fleet manager, and this is why. I want somebody in Springfield that I can come in and see face to face and grow a relationship with. I can't grow a relationship with a guy in Salt Lake when I'm running all out east here. I need somebody nearby. All right. The relationship makes a huge difference. And if you've got a fleet manager in Salt Lake that you never see, you never have a chance to build that relationship. All right. My fleet manager is in Denver, but we have seen each other face to face half a dozen times. All right. Which is not a lot, but it's a lot more than most drivers here at Prime have seen their fleet managers. So I see him every chance I get when I'm in Denver. I walk in, shake his hand, we catch up a little bit on life, and I walk back out the door and get in my truck and go. Let's see. You have to drive more than 400 to 600 miles a day to get more than 8 to 1,500. Kaz, I don't understand what you mean by that. Greg, that's true. Cliffy, I did for a long time. I currently do not, but I'm going to do it again. Texas near Dallas. Like Dudley. 400 miles is 3 hours and 30 minutes. What kind of truck you in, man? You in a Freightliner Boeing or a Peterbilt Boeing 579? Is that what you're in? Well, David, you saw him because you were in California at that time. You lived in California. That's why you saw him. I haven't waited for a load once, always pre-planned. Hey, the snack cake has entered the room. What's going on, little Debbie? Debbie's been tearing across the country out of Washington. Where are you at tonight, Debbie? What state? Don't be too specific about exactly where you are, but what state are you in tonight? Because I know Debbie started in Washington a couple days ago. Yeah, you're not doing 400 miles in 3.5 hours. Come on. Let's be honest. Texas. Woo! Debbie did a little work. Debbie did a little work. She's down there Texas two-stepping tonight. How many miles a day on average? I don't know. I've been averaging like 400 this week, I think. Something like that. I tell you what it's at. Hey, David H., you'd be glad to know that I'm on the off-duty line. All right. So last 8 days. 419, 291, 359, 516, 299, and 598. So let's see, 6, 9, 14, 1780, let's see, 2070, 2490, let's say 2,500 miles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 6 days. So 415 miles a day. Ooh, no parking, that sucks. So I've been averaging 415 miles a day this week. That's since I left Springfield on Tuesday. Yeah. 643 miles a day. Whoa. Man, that's crazy. Debbie, that's a lot of miles. Did you go over on your clock? That's right, Dads. That's crazy. Debbie probably went over on her clock. She's in a company truck at 62 mile an hour. There's no way she did that in 11 hours. I don't mean to call you out, Debbie. I'm sorry. I'm just doing the math in my head. And it ain't looking like that's an 11-hour day in a company truck. Correct, Kaz. That's about the only answer you're going to get. 2,000 to 3,000. Sorry, guys, my foot's falling asleep. 2,000 to 3,000. I don't drive fast nowhere. Yeah, there's fleet managers in Denver. I believe there's 3 of them. Mine's one of them. They're in that trailer. You know that trailer at the Denver yard? Them offices in there? Those are some fleet managers. But here's the thing about being a fleet manager in Denver. So the fleet managers in Denver are all former drivers. And they do a lot more than fleet managers. Like if a trailer needs to be washed out or anything like that, they go out and do it. And my fleet managers actually had to go deliver loads at 3 o'clock in the morning before. So there's a little more to the game in Denver. 71 through the hills. There you go. Oh, maybe Debbie did do it in 11. Look at that. She's out there tearing it up. All right, let me try to catch up on some chat. Yeah, that's true, Dad's Adventure. Yeah, it is. Three minutes to go. Woo. Oh, day cab, you can't really do that though, man. You'll get a ticket for that if you get caught. What's on the menu? Kelly's truck runs like 100 miles an hour though, man. That ain't fair. Kid, I still got the vape. I still got it. Kaz, I mean, I do okay. 450 miles a day is 3,150 miles a week. I mean, I think people don't understand that. When I talk about at prime, 400 miles a day is probably pretty close to average. That's still 2,800 miles a week. Most companies out here are going to tell you that they're going to give you between 2,500 and 3,000 miles a week. You've only been to Springfield and Pittston. Well, you ain't missing nothing in Salt Lake and Denver right now. Denver ain't nothing but a trailer on a lot. Could double as a meth factory, I suppose. No, it's just a mobile home slapped on a big old parking lot. And then Salt Lake, they tore all the buildings down. They got one brand new building up, and they tore the rest of it down. They're rebuilding it all. Oh, you cannot go 79 on the downhills. What are you going to do? Christy, I don't know. We're going to call it Lot Lizard Chat. 1,800 miles a week. That's terrible. Oof. Oh, that drop yard over there in Fontana. Yeah, that ain't no good. Oh, it runs 118. No, I thought about doing the call-in show tonight, and then I changed my mind. So here's what I think I'm gonna do on the first call-in show. I'm just gonna open it up for basically people who have been in the chat for a while, who I know, and I will give them a phone number via Instagram. I think that's how we'll do the first one and see how it goes when it happens. I do believe. On ramp. Yeah, I mean, Debbie, it is what it is. What's going on, Noah? Yeah, Will, you're going to do a lot better at Melton than you do over there. Look, England sucks, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. So, that's the reality of it. I've never worked there, but never worry about recaps. Yeah, Todd, a lot of people do that. I mean, I'm not a believer in that, me personally, but a lot of people are. Noah's having a great week as a company driver. How'd you do this week, Noah? 3,000? Brown was doing 3,500. Yeah, 3,600 as a company driver this week at 50 cents a mile. He's 1,800 bucks. It's a good week, Noah. That's a dang good week. A lot lizard quickie. Oh, we'll come up with something. We'll definitely come up with something. That'll be good stuff. Right? Debbie, it just means you have here. I'll give Debbie a wrench. Debbie, it means you have the ability to like remove people's comments and stuff like that. That's what it means. Correct, Will. Yeah, 3,600 miles a week. You're killing yourself on a 7-day week. That's over 500 miles a day on average. I'm not a big believer in that. You guys know that. But I'm also not a company driver getting paid by the mile. I will tell you, when I worked for KOLM and I was getting paid by the mile, my average week was over 3,500 miles. I had weeks where I got 4,000 miles. I did. All right, guys, I'm getting sleepy. I'm going to call it. We will look at doing a live call-in show. I will try to do it next weekend. Let's see. But I think we're going to call it a night. It's been an hour and 26 minutes. It's time to wrap this thing up and crawl into bed. I got an early day, and it's 10:30 at night. It was a very fun live. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like button on the way out the door. I do appreciate it. If you're driving tonight like David H., be safe and watch out for him. Watch out for the other guy. That would be David H. Get to where you need to go carefully and as quickly as you can so you can get some rest. I will see you all again on another day. And until then, shiny side up, rubber side down. And guys, keep conquering the highway out there, man.